Good evening. So, tapusin na natin yung Fundamentals of Aerodynamics lecture, which is Wing Theory 2 para sa finals natin. So, this is the last one. So, for the flaps and the other high lift devices, since dun tayo natapos from our previous lecture, so yung CLmax kasi natin is fixed. However, yung maximum lift coefficient can be increased by use of high lift devices. So, flaps are high lift devices. Therefore, kaya nilang pa-increase yung CLmax, not of the airfoil but of the wing. So, yung flaps up, yun yung tinatawag nating retracted condition which it does not generate an increase in lift. Naka-neutral position lang. Then flaps down, kapag binaba mo, dineploy, yan na yung nagko-compensate ng lift for lower airspeeds. So, aircraft are fitted with HLDs to reduce the takeoff and landing distance. Kaya nga ginagamit natin ang flaps during takeoff and landing. So, this permits the operation at greater weights from a given runway and enables greater payloads to be carried. So, ito naman is, minodify lang natin yung lift equation. So, from L, lift equation equals 1 half rho V squared SCL. Kukunin natin si V. So, kailangan mo lang i-modify to. Nakuha mo si V. And ang nagko-correspond daw sa CL max is yung stalling speed. Therefore, yung CL mo, papalitan mo lang ng CL max. And yung V speed mo is papalitan mo ng V stall. So, the more CL yung kailangan mo, the less velocity naman yung kapartner niya. And vice versa. So, V max naman is CL min. So, nakuha natin yung formula for V stall. Where, anong ibig sabihin nito? The more CL max na kaya mong i-produce, the lower airspeeds yung ire-require para sa'yo. Therefore, mas maganda yung flaps mo. Kahit lumipad ka ng mabagal, lilipad ka na. So, check natin tong mga graph na to. Dito muna tayo. So, ito yung basic wing section mo. And kapag nagbigay ka ng basic na plain flap, yan, yung plain flap lang, kung napapansin mo, nag-increase ka ng CL. Ang problema, nababawasan ka ng angle of attack. Yan ang nature ng flaps. Hindi ka, ano talaga, may mga trade-off. So sa flaps, dahil nag increase siya ng angle of attack for the increase in lift, yung maiiwan na movement mo ay onti na lang. So, ito nangyayari. Pag slatted flap, Fowler flap yung pinakamataas, and split flap may onting increase lang in angle of attack. Where eto, for basic wing section, at kapag leading edge naman, baliktad. So kung trailing edge, tulad itong mga to, yung nasa likod, pag sa likod yung flaps located, increase in CL. Tapos decrease in angle of attack. Where for leading edge flaps, may increase naman ng CL, onti nga lang. Pero ang maganda sa kanya, mas mataas yung increase sa angle of attack na pwede niyang ibigay. So, meron tayong dalawa. Yun ay short intro pa lang kung ano yung mga nangyayari. I-discuss natin deeper. So, meron tayong HLD kung saan sila located. The trailing edge flaps and the leading edge flaps. So, ito yung mga common trailing edge flaps. The plain flap, the split flap, Fowler, and slatted. So, plain flap muna tayo, which is simple yung construction. Para may hinge lang, taas baba. It has, excuse me, a good increase in CL max. Pero medyo high on drag kasi bigla niyang hinaharangan yung airflow, and used mainly on low-speed aircraft na merong very short takeoff and landing is not required. So kung mapapansin nyo, anong ginagawa nito? Di ba ito yung chord mo previously? Pero ngayon, dahil ito na yung wing, yung tip to tip, nag increase ka ng angle of attack. So di ba, that increase in angle of attack corresponds to increase in lift. Pero familiar to kanina, di ba? Sa effective. So yung effective angle of attack mo is much lower na kasi nag-start ka na at a high value. So yun lang yun. May trade-off lang. Hindi ka, yung pitch up mo is mababawasan na. Pero mataas naman yung lift mo. So depende na lang sa performance requirements kung ano ba yung kailangan. Kung magpa-flaps down ka ba, normally takeoff and landing, or flaps up during cruise. So next natin ay split flap. Same lang naman siya with plain flap. Pero At higher angles, the upper surface camber is not increased. So, ang meron dagdag sa kanya is delay of flow separation. So, may iwan pa siya dito yung hangin. Ang problema lang, mas mataas yung drag niya dahil may drag ka dito. Pero, mas malaki naman yung angle of attack movement mo. Kasi hindi ganun, na-delay mo kasi yung, yung flow separation. So, next naman is slotted flap. Same lang with flaps pero may mga slots lang siya na pwedeng paglusutan ng hangin. Yung mga butas na yan for hangin, yun yung mag-e-energize nung flow mo. Which have much less drag. Pero complex yung construction niya kasi kailangan mas matibay. May mga butas kasi for air. So, nangyayari dyan as air flows, di ba dito? Tapos ito, separated na to. Pero pag may lumusot na hangin dito, effectively, mabubuo ulit yung hangin. So, hindi siya magsa-separate agad. Next, Fowler flaps naman is yung pinaka-effective, which are the combined effects of increased area and camber. So, yung camber mo, nag-increase. Tapos yung area mo, from here, lumipat siya dito. So, mas mahaba yung area mo. Mas mahaba yan, therefore, mas mabilis yung velocity, mas mababa pressure, mas malaki yung lift. So, siya yung nag increase na pinakamalaking lift. And, ayun. So, Fowler flaps differ in mechanism as they extend and deployed. May Fowler flap, merong mga triple slatted Fowler. Itong triple slatted Fowler, ito yung nasa commercials aircraft. So, flaps, 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 flaps. Influence in angle of attack, pinakita na kanina, di ba? So, ito yung angle of attack mo. Tapos kapag nagbigay ka ng angle of attack dito sa Fowler, dito ba tayo? Sa Fowler, therefore, ang mangyayari, meron kang reduced na angle of attack doon sa basic section. Malaki naman dito. So, yung pwede mong i-pitch up is kinakain na nitong plane flaps. But it's okay. Um, Magkakaroon naman tayo ng increase in lift. Yun naman yung kailangan natin. Now, how about the leading edge flaps, which are common in commercials din? So, meron tayong Kruger, variable camber, and yung slotted leading edge or yung tinatawag nating slots. Start tayo ng Kruger. Ito yung, ang gusto ng Kruger is magkaroon ng root stall sa inboard section. So, sa Kruger flaps, pansin mo, pantay itong flaps niya. So, next naman is a variable camber, which kung napapansin nyo, nagbabago yung shape. Mas complex yun compared sa Kruger flaps. Pero mas effective naman yung transition ng speeds and ng airflow. And this slot is may dalawang pinagkaiba. Kapag butas lang, tinatawag siyang slot na letter O. Pero kapag gumagalaw na siya, which is tulad nito, leading edge, slotted flaps, meron siyang spring-powered na kapag mabilis, nagsasara. Pag bumabagal, which is pag bumabagal, nag-i-stall, bumubuka siya. So, same lang siya nung kanina yung sa mga slotteds. Nag-i-introduce siya ng pantanggal ng flow separation. So, ground effect naman tayo. So, ground effect, alam naman natin to na one wingspan yan. Equal to one wingspan. Ngayon, ground effect decreases induced drag. Kaya pwede kang lumipad ng lower airspeed. So, gagawin mo, it's either accelerate sa Vx or Vy, pero habang tumataas ka, nababawasan na yung ground effect. And dito, meron tayong mga keynotes. Of course, at height above ground equal to the length of aircraft's wingspan. Reduces induced downwash and induced drag, therefore produces more lift. And meron siyang positive and negative effect, which dito ko na i-discuss. So, during landing, ito yung common na mga mali na mga pilots. So, ang pakiramdam kasi is para kang nag-float. Kasi nga, during landing, nag-i-increase bigla yung lift mo, ay gusto mong bumaba. Ang beginner mistake is kapag naka-experience yung beginner pilots ng ground effect, ipo-pull up nila. Wag, dangerous yon. Kasi, at that point, malapit na mag-stall yung aircraft mo. So kapag pinull up mo siya, malapit ka na sa critical angle of attack, lalo kang mag-i-stall, resulting to overshoot or madalas nagka-crash lang yung aircraft. So, ito yung nangyayari. During ground effect, mataas yung CL. Ang problema lang, yung angle of attack mo, bawas na bawas. So, hindi ka pwedeng mag-pitch up agad. Now, for living ground effect is, mahirap lang siya i-recover pag ano. I'm not mahirap i-recover. Mahirapan ka munang mag-increase or tumaas dahil sa, mabilis, sorry, baliktad. So, mabilis kang makakaakyat. Ang problema kapag na-reach mo yung one wingspan, bigla kang nagkakaroon ng biglang downwash. So, after leaving ground effect, magkakaroon ka ng sudden increase in downwash, which kailangan mo ng higher angle of attack. Kaya nga, during takeoff, di ba pag landing, nakapantay halos yung eroplano or naka-pitch up slightly. Pero pag takeoff, mas malakas yung angat. Now, for the downwash, produces a pitch up moment which nababawasan yung elevator input mo.
Nag-record ka pa ngayon.
Nakalimutan ko. Pero patapos na.
Magsisimula na sila. Magsisimula na sila.
Sige.
So, baka nag-record. Kanina yung laptop to.
2 minutes.
Ganito.
Okay sa Redward, siguro.
Hindi, bigyan na laptop.
Tapusin ko na. Kasi ground effect na ako, tapos na to. So, ano nangyayari? Merong tail strike kapag during takeoff. Now, for the aerodynamics ng cylinders, spheres, and other surfaces, mga special case scenarios lang naman to. Hindi ko na ibibigay sa inyo to because this is for engineering. Medyo complex na siya for, ano. And sagutan na lang yung mga practice problems. So, again, yun lang naman. More of conceptual na tayo. Pero may mga solving pa rin. Pinakita ko naman sa Wing Theory 1. And again, I'm Engineer Vargas. Thank you. See you around.